Dokkōdō is a Vagabond-inspired RPG game having great PvP and PvE structure. Today in this video, we'll be looking into the progression of Dokkōdō. Last video, I stated that we would be talking about weapons. To be transparent with you, we are still reworking the animations of the weapons, so we don't want to show you the unfinished product. To compensate, I will be talking about the platforms Dokkōdō will be supported on at the end of the video. In Dokkōdō, there isn't really a level system. You can totally complete the main storyline without improving your character at all, if you think you can. Although I wouldn't advise it since the game is very hard. There are many ways to progress your character to become one of the strongest samurai. We will be talking about all the ways to progress in this video. The main way to improve your overall character is through combat experience. You gain combat experience by killing ronins and defeating bosses. Combat experience is how you awaken your character at a shrine. Shrines are everywhere in the map, where you can see how much you've progressed, and a quick way to travel throughout the map. When you're at a shrine, and you have enough combat experience, you have the option to awaken. Once you awaken, you travel deep into what we call the mind to challenge and defeat yourself. Once you have done that, you have options of passives based on your spirit. Spirits are chosen in the beginning of your playthrough, in the character customization menu. Currently, there are 4 in the game. Warrior is a spirit centered around damage and helps initiating fights. Guardian is for the defensive players. Coward is for the players who love movement and playing passive. And Prodigy is based on skills and speed of chambers, which we mentioned what chambering is in our comment video, so go check that out. I have Prodigy in this video, so we will be progressing with that. Shrines also have a luck system. Burdens, which give you about 20% luck per burden, are obtained by either killing players your level, or finding a monk and completing his quest. There are various accessories that increase shrine luck. You could also offer to the shrine, getting a max of 50% luck with your offerings. What shrine luck does is essentially help with your luck in getting a rare passive, as there are tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 passives in most spirits. Tier 4 is the rarest and can have some really good passives. Once you finish an awakening, you get around 3 options. You can only choose one before you get more combat experience to awaken again. You could awaken a max amount of 8 times, which means you can make some unique builds with different passives and skills. The most combat experience you could get is 40, but the main story questline softlocks you to 25 until you beat a certain boss, so you can't just outright progress your entire character without doing the storyline at all. Progressing your way of the weapon is also a bit similar to progressing your character. In every stance, you could get mastery. You gain mastery by the same way you get combat experience. These stats are 2 completely different things, and you will have to use the stance you want to master, obviously. There are also 2 mastery experiences: the actual mastery and the weapon mastery. The way you use this mastery experience is by going to the dojo that trains your weapon. For my example, I am using a katana, so I will be going to the Yoshioka dojo. In there will be multiple mats you could sit on. You would first have to learn the basics and learn Yoshioka Ryu, which is basically the simple art of using katana. Once you have learned Yoshioka Ryu, there will be 4 base stances you may unlock. Be careful as you have a set amount of mastery available, so you won't be able to learn everything. You have enough to fully learn 1 stance, and you'll have a bit extra after that. There are also 3 stances you may unlock by beating storyline bosses, or a secret boss named Akaoni. Akaoni is found through a quest, so be vigilant on searching for him. Once you decide what stance you wish to use, you may learn it. Learning said stance costs money and mastery. To obtain Mon, which is the currency in this game, you either sell components or items that you don't need, or capture the outposts as they have a passive money income. Once you have learned it, you will be able to use the base version of your stance. You will see that there are upgrades and skills for each stance, and even upgrades for some skills. The upgrades section gets your stance fully maxed out to its potential, and learning skills take the most mastery out of everything. Make sure you really want to learn a skill before just learning it. You will be able to see the description of said skills on the top right. Now, I did say I promised to talk about the platforms that will be supported, so I will be talking about that now. The platforms that Dokkōdō will be supported will be PC, console, and mobile. Next video, I will be talking about the movement system in Dokkōdō. Everything stated here is subject to change. Subscribe and join the Discord for more sneaks and teasers of Dokkōdō.